Welcome to my channel. Today I will be teaching what is computer networking, and in this video I'll be giving a summary of what computer networking is, and in my subsequent videos I will be going into details. So let's start. So today's topic is what is computer networking. What is computer networking? Is computer networking. Computer networking is the interconnectivity of computer systems for the purpose of sharing computer network resources. So, for instance, let's say we have a workstation here. It's a computer system, but in computer networking language, call it a workstation. A workstation A. Then we have another workstation. This is workstation B. And yet we have another workstation C or station C, and we want all these workstations. We can have more, so we want all these workstations to share computer network resources. Now, computer network resources can include 1. Printer, 2. Scanner, 3. Camcorder, and etc. and so on. There are many, and so on. Now, the essence of networking computer systems is that we want to minimize expenses on computer network resources. For instance, instead of attaching a printer to this workstation A and another printer to this workstation B and another printer to this workstation C, we just get a printer, just one printer, and then attach it to the network. Pardon my drawing, it's just for explanation's sake, just to explain, and I want it to be different from the workstation so that we can understand it very well. So we just have a printer serving all these workstations. Now, in that case, we have minimized expenses on printers and we have achieved what we want. All these workstation can send print jobs to this printer and to print it out. Now, for us to achieve that, there's what we call a switch. It is this switch. This is our switch. It is this our switch we will use to connect them together. This is a switch. This our switch we use to connect all of them together. Now, for us to connect them together, we have what we call communication medium. So it can be wire, that is cable, or it can be open air. So we'll be going into that later. That's the medium through which we connect our systems together. But in this video, I will just explain I will just use cable as wire now as an example. So supposing we have chosen wire as our communication medium, so all we need to do is to use the wire as networking cable. That's what we call it. We'll be explaining it later. I'll be explaining it later in my subsequent video. So we will use the cable to connect all the computer systems, which are the workstations, to the switch, and then the computer network resource, in this case a printer, to the switch also. So they will be able to communicate and send print job to this printer. Now there's a language that is being used on computer network platform. It is called protocols. So it is this protocol that will allow all these workstations to communicate to each other, and then even sending message to the printer through the switch. So we'll be talking about computer networking protocol in our subsequent video. Now what we have here now, and before that, another thing is that for each of these stations to communicate, they must be identified on the network, and each of them must have what we call IP address. It is this IP address that is used to identify a particular workstation on the network. So we'll be looking at IP addressing in our subsequent video. Now, what we have here is what we call local area network, that is LAN. That's what we call LAN. LAN means local area network. There are different types of network, or as in computer network. One of them is this local area network. This, what it means is that they can only talk within themselves in this area where they are. Now, for them to go outside, we have what we call wide area network. That's another type of network. So we have different types of network based on one thing or the other. This local area network now is based on the fact that they are within the dock here. So if they are going to go outside, sending message outside, then we talk about wide area network. Then we have peer-to-peer network, server to client network, and all this I'll be explaining them later in subsequent video. Now, for them to go outside, as in for us to have to achieve what we call wide area network, there's another device we have to introduce, which is called a router. So let's have our router here. Let's say we have our router here now. Now, this switch has to be connected to this router, and this router has to be connected to the wide world network for the message here to go outside. And what we call this now is internet. Call this internet. So with this, we'll be able to send message outside. That is, this network will be able to send message outside. So guys, briefly, this is a summary of what a computer networking is. I have given you the definition. You can go through it, you see it. Computer networking is a interconnectivity of computer system for the purpose of sharing computer network resources. And then give you an example, I sketch it. So in subsequent videos, I'll be going into details. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And if you like this, you can share it. You can also come back and watch more of or listen to other videos that I'll be posting on this channel. Once again, thank you.